This is 5-Minute Feng Shui Podcast episode 115. Recharge your home's energy with improvements at the Lunar New Year. Welcome to the 5-Minute Feng Shui Podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hello, here we are in the second week of January, and it is going by so fast. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I certainly have. It is just zooming along here. What a quick and fast change of pace we've had from the energy of 2020. Definitely 2021 is very much different in that regard, because it seems sort of like we got off to a slow start last year, and now it seems like it's going much quicker. But I wanted to talk to you today about the Lunar New Year, and specifically about renovations, because, you know, the start of the Lunar New Year has a long history of all kinds of rituals and observations, with, you know, everything from making repairs and deep cleaning being at the top of that list in terms of preparation for the Lunar New Year. But a great emphasis that's placed on cleaning as a way of preparing the home for the new energy that's coming in, and removing the last year's old stagnant energy is something that I wanted to talk about in more detail, versus and more about the repairs and improvements that you can make. We'll talk about cleaning at another episode, because I'm going to be doing a little series here for the Lunar New Year, because I really want you to have such great energy this year. After the year we had last year, we certainly need it, right? I know everyone needs it, and we all need that big infusion. So I was thinking about, okay, well, we do the normal cleaning and all the preparation, but maybe buying some chrysanthemum flowers and oranges and that kind of thing. But I want to talk about some other things that you can do, maybe some bigger things. I don't know about you, but kind of the year of the rat kind of made things at a standstill for me and my family. Some of the projects that we wanted to work on sort of fell by the wayside because, well, you know, it was a pandemic and we didn't know what was going to happen. And so we felt like we just really couldn't move forward on making those plans. And so this year we are already doing it. We're already started some major plans for a kitchen renovation, a big patio installation, and some hardscaping. I'm really excited about that, because it seems like I said, like we were in this limbo kind of state, and that just never feels good when you're in that sort of stuck and waiting place. It gets at you. So I'm really excited that things are moving on. Now let's talk about this Chinese New Year, as it's often called. It is the Lunar New Year. It's celebrated by many East Asian countries, not just China, but those like Singapore, Vietnam, and Korea. And that is what makes Lunar New Year the more correct term. So one thing, though, that they all have in common is that emphasis on the home and getting it ready for the Lunar New Year and the arrival of the new animal of the year. So with that in mind, you know, your home can sometimes feel stale or stuck from time to time, kind of like mine was last year, because we did do some small projects and small things, but definitely the big things we put on hold. And for me, when I was thinking about what to write about for the newsletter this week and to talk to you about, I really felt like this made the time just really right to talk about refreshing your home because of the new incoming energies and ushering out those old ones. And even if you don't have your whole renovation complete, there's just something about getting started. There's a magic in getting started, and that's what I want to impress upon you, is that planning initiating, moving forward, getting out of that stuck in the blocks kind of feeling is so vital to getting your year off to an energetic start. And we know sometimes that if we start to drag, everything else drags along, and and then before long it drags us. So we don't want that. So let's talk about the good feng shui that comes from recharging and revitalizing your home with maybe new items and improvements and updates. So giving your home this kind of attention will really, it helps your home look and feel better, especially at a time here at the Lunar New Year or before the Lunar New Year when your house may feel kind of tired or stuck or like its energy is waning. So we're going to talk about some ideas and ways that you can refresh and recharge your home with some new vibrant energy that's just perfect for the Lunar New Year, or really any time that your home needs some reinvigorating. So the first thing I want to encourage you to do is to create plans for your home. And I don't mean architectural plans, just plans, a list. So in feng shui, just having that intention to make changes or updates to your home can often help bring about the energy that helps make those changes happen. For instance, I keep a list of all the improvements and changes that I want to make to my home in the coming year. Now, they can be big or small, like changing out a light fixture or something like that, or big, like a kitchen renovation. But I find that simply making a project list can help shift the energy that helps you find just the right person to help you with those projects, or to suddenly make funds available to put in a patio, for instance. So when you're thinking about all the things that you want to do, write it all down. Put it all on a list, small, big, everything. Because I really feel that when you write out that list of all the things you want to change in your home and you place it where you can see it, it's amazing how many things you're going to start crossing off in no time. And these items can be your to-do list for the Lunar New Year or for projects to work on in the future. So this is something that I think is a great sort of ritual to begin your Lunar New Year and to get your house started off on that energetic foot. And I think that's so important. So let's talk about one of the key areas that I want to focus on, and that's broken. Because why? Broken equals broke. And we don't want to have a house that doesn't function. And I'm going to start in the kitchen because this is the one room in your home that affects your health. And a dirty or dated kitchen that needs refreshing, or maybe having dented or scratched pans, they imbue negativity to everything cooked and eaten in them. So look carefully in your kitchen. Maybe you have some broken appliances or mismatched glasses or chipped dishes. These all bring down your home's energy and yours as well. And you know it. You know when you look in the cabinet, you see that your grandmother's dish that you just love, but you can't throw it away because it's got that chip. Go ahead, do it. You're actually going to, once you actually put it in the trash, I promise you, you'll have a moment of regret. And then the next time you open the cabinet, you're not going to see that chip anymore. And it's not going to make you sad because that was that beautiful dish that you had always eaten, that Jell-O salad that your grandmother made or whatever. Every time you see something and it brings your energy down, especially anything you eat off of, and is something that we want to move away from. So let's talk about what you can do, and that is get a new set of glasses or dishes to replace those hodgepodge items. These are those things that really make your kitchen not look orderly or feel orderly. And when you do that, it will imbue good feng shui that can impact your health and the health of everyone who lives there, especially those scratched pans. You know the ones, that nonstick skillet that somebody just had to use a metal spoon in, and you've got a big long scratch in it. Even though you paid $89 for it, put it in the trash. It really brings down your energy. You're going to feel better. I promise you, it's going to hurt going in the trash. But when you don't have to see that ugly scratch anymore, you'll be amazed at how much better you feel, and it's good for you. Now let's talk about recharging your home's energy. Now, one way to recharge your home's energy that doesn't cost you a dime and that lets you work with you have is by redecorating. You can redecorate by moving furniture, artwork, your accessories. You can just move those around, and it's amazing how it will refresh your home's look to your eye and to the way it feels to you. A Another way is with deeper cleaning. And this is more than just the regular cleaning. This means like having the carpet steamed, dusting the tops of your cabinets, behind appliances, the tops of doors, the baseboards, all that kind of stuff. Move your furniture and art around too. It will make a big difference. When you have your house really deep cleaned that way, it's remarkable what a difference it can make. Now, some cleaners, you can even hire this type of cleaning by cleaners who do move-in type of cleaning, but you can also hire them for like spring cleaning. So if it's something that's maybe it's not something you don't want to do, or you don't have time to do, or physically you can't do it, it is a hireable thing. And hey, you know what? I wouldn't think twice about hiring that out, because hey, you're employing somebody. So I think it's a really great thing to do. All right, let's talk about another key area. That's your bedroom. This is the room that's second to your health and well-being, and behind the kitchen. And that bedroom really makes a difference. And look at what you're looking at when you go into your bedroom. Do you have scuffed paint? Are the pillows on the bed just kind of sad? And when you take here's the real test. And when you take the pillowcases off, are they all sweaty and stained up and look kind of nasty? Go over to a commercial cleaner. There's a laundromat in almost everybody's neighborhood that handles really big, bulky items, and give everything a good wash. It will make a difference. And if you look at and you can't get those stains out, if you can't get them out, replace those pillows. Just don't look at that anymore. You want to feel clean, and you want to feel refreshed when you sleep in the morning, and you want to feel clean and refreshed when you're changing the sheets and changing those pillowcases. It's a real lift when you have nice, clean, fresh, crisp bedding, and it's good for your health. Now let's talk about how to recharge your bedroom. One of the things that I like to do is to do a bed clearing, a feng shui bed clearing. If you go to my website, redlotusletter.com, it'll walk you through all the steps about how to do that. And one of the things I like to recommend is if you can move a mattress outdoors. I know we all have king beds. I'm not going to go hauling my mattress in and out of the house, I can guarantee you. But I will open the windows and air out the room. I'll air out the bed. I'll vacuum the mattress. That's so key. And I love to do something like set out a jar of water out in the sun all day long, and then create like a little essential oil. Put it back into a spray bottle with some essential oils, like some lavender, maybe some spearmint or eucalyptus or lemon, and spray that sunshine water on your mattress and just let it dry all day. And it's amazing. And if you can, you spray it on your pillows too. And it's amazing how that sunshine water just will lift the energy of your bed and just make it feel a little refreshed and recharged. And it's a great touch in the winter when it's too cold to open the windows. Just having that freshness and knowing that there's some sunshine touching your bed, I think it feels really wonderful, and it's a great energy lift. Now let's talk about another way that you can improve the energy of your home, and that's to perform upgrades. Really, a simple, easy way is just make a simple change. You don't have to always, do a whole renovation or anything like that. I'll give you an example. For instance, when we moved in, there happened to be a vanity stool that was in the master bathroom. And this particular vanity stool was sized right for the vanity, so I just went ahead and kept it. The only problem is it squeaked incessantly. I just got where I didn't even notice it, but it's funny. You don't notice some things that other people, it just grates on their nerves. Well, as it turns out, my husband's office is on the other side of the wall from our bedroom. And he could hear every time when I was sitting at my makeup mirror, he could hear this squeaking. And it was bothering him because he's at work and he's trying to concentrate on a teleconference or something. And he's hearing that squeaking. And you know what he did? He went out and he bought me a new vanity stool. Much prettier, more stylish, and doesn't make a sound. And that's an upgrade. It's not an expensive thing. I think this new vanity stool was $100 or something, so it wasn't like it was a huge expense, but it made a big difference. It made a difference to him, and it made a difference to me, because now I have this really pretty chair in the bathroom that I get to sit on. And to be honest, it's sometimes you don't notice that something's bugging you until someone calls it to your attention. And that little upgrade called it to my attention and made me notice how much actually it was kind of bothering me. So this is something that you can do. Now think about other things that you can do. Maybe it's time to replace some of your furniture, or that old coffee pot with a new fancy coffee machine that lets you make specialty coffees at home. I bought Tim this fancy schmancy coffee machine, and he loves it, and it goes by my regular Cuisinart coffee machine. But it's something that is a nice upgrade, and maybe we'll switch over to it, that nice one, entirely. But these are things to look at around your home. Maybe it is a new light fixture. Those are easy to replace. Plumbing fixtures aren't all that difficult if you're a little handy. Definitely check with a plumber, though, if you're not handy. Or things like new towels or bedding. Just upgrade, a higher thread count, a plusher towel. Do those little upgrades and it puts energy back into your house that makes you feel good. Now let's talk about updating your home to lift its energy. I mean, nothing can bring a house down faster than some old carpeting that's kind of dirty and has worn in dirt trampled into it, or scuffed and worn paint, or trim work that looks like it's been dented or it's peeling. This really makes your house look tired and really brings the energy down, because remember, we see our house through our eyes. And you have to think about your eyes as being your heart, because your eyes and your heart in feng shui are connected. So when you see something that's broken in your home, or it's that one spot on the wall that, somebody kicked with their boots when they came in and it's made this nasty scuff, but you haven't repainted it, every time you look at it, notice how your energy flags. And what that means is, if your eyes go on something that makes your energy flag, it weighs on your heart too. So that's why, home is where the heart is, right? It really is. So think about what you're doing to your heart and how it's pressing down on your heart and how you feel about your home. So important. So think about what can you do to update that. And I will tell you, paint is one of the fastest, easiest ways to update your home and refresh it. Look around. There is plenty of things plenty of things that you can do to help lift your energy when you see it, so it doesn't sag. Even just replacing some accessories with new accent items, or getting rid of those dusty silk plants. You know the ones I'm talking about that have I don't know, that you can't even see the green on the leaves anymore. They now look gray from all that dust. You know what I'm talking about. Or maybe this musty old throw pillow. It's just kind of sad. Throw it away. Just get rid of them. You will feel so much better, and those updates will make such a change in the way your home feels and the way you feel. Let's talk about one other thing that's really important. It's about what surrounds your house, and that's your landscape. One of the best ways you can improve your home is by improving the garden and the landscaping that surrounds it. And a great addition to any kind of landscaping is hardscaping. So that means like patios and walkways and paths. Those types of improvements make a huge difference. So for instance, one of the things that we did at our home was we built a pad for our big garbage containers. They're those big things. We created like a little garden, like a little lattice fence that separates, so you can't see the garbage cans at all from the street when you drive past my house. And we put in a really nice thick pad of concrete pavers, so that when we go and put the garbage up, it's nice, it's pretty, it's clean, it's level, and it makes going to the garbage where it doesn't feel so yucky. You know what I'm talking about. So if you got your garbage cans on the side of the house and it's muddy over there, or it's got like a worn place in the grass, that's a great That's a great project to work on your hardscaping. Work on things that help energy move around your house, which is the hardscaping, like paths, especially if you've got worn paths in your backyard or in your garden. And then think about the beds and the trees. Look around for trees and shrubs that are dying or dead or touching the house or overgrown. This can make a huge difference in the way the energy feels coming into your home. Because if you look at your house from the outside and you see any kind of sagging energy outside, you're going to bring that sagging energy into your home. All right, well, there you go. This is ways that you can refresh and recharge your home's energy with easy improvements at the Lunar New Year. Let's leave you with those 3 all-important tips. And tip number 1 is create plans for your home. It's amazing how that intentional process of just creating a plan and writing down everything that you want to do in your home, big or small, write it down. Write down the things that annoy you. Replace the cabinet door. Throw away that chip bowl. Whatever it is. Get a new front door. Maybe renovate the kids' bathroom. Whatever it is, write it all down. And you will be amazed at how energy shifts to help you make those things happen, and have that list somewhere where you can refer to it. You don't have to get everything done by the Lunar New Year, so don't worry about that. You don't have to do that, but it's so important that you do create a plan for your home, and if you can, tackle a few of those items before the Lunar New Year. Tip number 2, remember to replace what's broken, because broken equals broke. When you have broken items in your home, especially in the kitchen, this is a place of wealth and health. And when you have broken items, particularly in the kitchen or really anywhere, it lowers your energy. It lowers your health energy if it's in the kitchen. It lowers your opportunity and money energy if, let's say, you got a broken pane of glass by your front door. You don't want to have any broken energy. So if there's one thing that you can do for the Lunar New Year and get it done, it's replace any broken, chipped, mangled, or defective things that you have as much as you can. If it's chipped dishes, throw them out. If it's a hodgepodge, it's that you got a pan that has a dent, you've got that non-stick skillet that's got a big scratch in it, throw them out. Just get rid of it. It's amazing what replacing broken items can do for you. Damaged and broken items, just fixing those things, and it can make a huge difference in recharging your home's energy. In fact, these 2 tips, I tell you, it makes a big difference. Now, and the last one let's talk about is your bedroom. Tip number 3, and make sure that you put attention on your bedroom, because this is a place that you spend more than any other place in your entire home. And in fact, it rivals your office with the amount of time that you spend in it. Your bedroom is vital to your health, your relationships, your well-being, and we want to make sure that it is clean, it's in good repair, that it's attractive, that you don't have anything in there like those icky pillows with sweat stains that bring your energy down. We don't want you to have anything like that. We want crisp and clean and refreshed. And if you could just refresh your bedroom, it will lift your energy so much for the new year and lift your home's energy. All right, then, we have covered it all, refreshing your home's energy for the Lunar New Year and taking you through the entire year. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Next week, I'm going to be talking about how to refresh your personal energy before the Lunar New Year, and then we'll be talking about some other rituals and other Lunar New Year things that you can do prior to the Year of the Ox coming in. In the meantime, make sure you sign up for my e-zine. If you aren't a reader, just go to redlotusletter.com and you will see a sign up location there at the top of the page. And if you haven't bought the Feng Shui forecast for the Year of the Ox, my success pack, what are you waiting for? Get on over to redlotusletter.com/metal ox and get your planner, your action guide planner that will help you plan out your entire year, including renovations on your house and your year, as well as giving you a heads up for your zodiac sign and for every house and bedroom direction. If you could have known what was going to happen last year, wouldn't you have wanted to know? I talked about it last year in the Success Pack in 2020. This year has got some great things that are just waiting for you. And I want you to make sure that you get all the things that are positive and helpful and that are going to help you make you forget all about 2020. And you're going to say, wasn't 2021 amazing? So be sure to head on over to redlotusletter.com/metalox, METALOX. Talk to you next week. Thanks for listening today to 5-Minute Feng Shui. Are you ready for the Year of the Rat to be over? Who isn't? The good news is that the Year of the Ox is coming and there's a bright light on the horizon. We are saying bye-bye to the 7-star that brought the pandemic and saying hello to the beautiful and sparkling 6-star that will shower us all with opportunity, windfalls, helpful people, and lift our sights this year. I'll share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2021, including in-depth feng shui details about how to use this energy of the year to maximize your success and prosperity and to protect you and your family. My Year of the Ox feng shui forecast includes details for every house and every zodiac sign. You'll also get the year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. Be sure to subscribe to the Red Lotus Letter for details about the Year of the Ox that's coming soon. Sign up at redlotusletter.com for all the details.